Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes, wearing a shirt with a Korean woman's, with a K-pop idol on the front. You know, the usual. But yeah, I don't care that OJ died. Someone said that after he died, like 5 minutes later, I was going to make a video about him, but I only make videos about porn stars that passed away because that's something I care about. That's something that's relevant. Like all of us have a story about a porn star. All of us have a good memory about a porn star. All of us, like me, like you grew up with that. It's just as American as apple pie. It's like porn, hearing birds chirp outside. It just goes with life. So that's why, when I call a great one, when a great one passes away, I will immediately, as soon as I hear about it, make a video about the porn star. But OJ really didn't touch my life. Because I remember like the OJ trial. Like I didn't watch the OJ trial. I didn't care about the OJ trial. See, like I'm one of those people. Like I'm not caught up in like, a black guy on trial for killing a couple of white people. Like to me, life isn't racial. Life is about money and yeah, it's about money. It's like because like that's how you differentiate. That's how you differentiate. I can't talk. Differentiate. Jesus Christ, I drank a lot. Just saying. Anyway, there's rich people. There's poor people. Okay, the law. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, Mexican, whatever. If you're rich, the law applies to you differently than a poor person. So when the OJ trial happened, I wasn't caught up in all this bullshit. I'm like, oh, he's going to be innocent. And this is back in high school. And people, whatever, a few people asked me. I'm like, well, because he's rich. How often is a rich person can literally blow a person's brains out? It's on video. There's 20 witnesses, and he or she won't get any jail time because you got enough money to just get the right kind of lawyer, you get the right kind of deals. So from the start, I'm like, he's gonna be innocent. Okay, so to me, OJ is just OJ is another example of a rich person who bought their freedom. And because I didn't watch the trial, I can't say, oh, he did it. Because, there's people who watch the trial, like every day of the trial. They're like, oh, he's guilty 100%. I watched the trial. Which, you watch the trial. It's, people are experts. Like, now, like, my dad watched the trial. He actually watched it, like, every second of the trial. Okay, and he was like, oh, yeah, he's going to be found innocent. And his answer was based on he watched the trial, and based on the evidence, he said, "Yeah, he's going to be innocent." And it had nothing to do with like black or white, because like, a lot of people like made it racial. They're like, every black person wants him to be innocent. I'm like, well then black people are stupid, because like OJ, the rich man is on trial, not black people are on trial, and like people got to remember. You're not special. You're poor. No one gives a fuck about you. Okay? And these rich people are not on your level. We breathe the same air. But that's about it. But anyway, so that's my OJ response because I was asked about it, and being a hyper intellectual content creator, narcissist, I have to respond. So last night, or whatever, was it a couple nights ago? Whatever. I love drugs. And I was wasted. And I woke up face down on my desk. And I was still high. Then I drank another bottle of wine. Then I woke up. Anyway, when I woke up, and you ever wake up and you just don't remember what happened? That is my biggest fear. Is not remembering what happened and then like everyone around me is dead and there's like blood everywhere. Like for some reason, I'm just one of my biggest fears is going in blackout mode and then going in a murderous rage, just like I don't know why that's my biggest fear, but it is. So every time I wake up like face down in a garden, I'm like, oh, I hope there's not like a deer carcass next to me or something like that. But I don't know. And, yeah, because like some people, they get blackout mode. They well, you can't even tell they act normal. Some people get crazy. Um, like some people get horny. It's like their inhibitions go. Like I had a roommate, Karen. I remember like I'm assuming she was in black and white because I was God, I had been awake, like I had been up for like 3 days straight, like just doing coke. Like I was a zombie. Like I was in this state that was like half alive, half dead, coked out and drunk. And I remember she came home like I don't know, like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I opened up the door and she just started making out with me. Like I opened up the door, she like grabs me, and looking back, I'm like, if that was reversed, like there's so much wrong with society. Like that is like the biggest double standard on the planet. If I would have come home and my roommate was like coked out and drunk and I just started making out with her, everyone would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's a girl. I mean, like she was coming from the club, so I'm assuming she was high. But I'm too high to know she was high because I literally have been awake for 3 straight days. Like, we're talking like I don't know, like $120 worth of coke. So on the third day, I've probably done like $80, like 80 bucks worth of that coke, and I drank a handle of vodka that day. Like I was blitzed. Like I'm surprised I even remember that story. There was a point to that story too. I forgot, but man, I was wasted. Jesus Christ. And, oh yeah, the whole point is, like during that time, like I was so high, like I was just playing like World of Warcraft, and like I'm like doing coke, drinking, and like hours would go by, and I'm like, what happened? Oh, I'm playing World of Warcraft. Okay, so like that I know that me being in blackout mode, sitting there playing World of Warcraft, like I kept waking up, but I was playing, so it was like it's like I fell asleep with my eyes open playing, and then I woke up like, oh, whoa, I'm in a dungeon right now. Okay, so like like I wasn't worried about that situation, and so I don't know. But yeah, like just my biggest fear is like waking up from like that like stupor and be like, whoa, like why is everyone dead? Like why is there a knife in my hand? I don't know, like. And I'm probably the only one who thinks like that. I'm sure there's no one else on the planet. It's like, man, I hope like I don't get drunk and kill a bunch of people. But I don't know. I know it's a unrational fear. Okay, very unrational, unrational fear. And in terms of my roommate though, and I just remember like I didn't see her for 3 days because I was recovering in my room, and then like I had to go to work too, and then like she was going to college, and then I saw her like 3 days later, and she was like drunk on the couch, and I'm like, oh yeah, that chick that chick jumped my bones a couple days ago. So I thought usually when you bang someone, you talk. So, I walk in the room, she's laying on the couch. I just remember she's, wearing her leggings and her crop top. I used to love looking at her body. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so, I just walk up to her. I'm like, hey, what's up, Karen? Expecting her to, be like, hey, like, I really came on to you that day. I really said hello in a special way, I'm expecting her. She was, hey, what's up? And I'm like, okay. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, and that was it. So, so I'm like either she doesn't remember, or it's. I, listen, listen. If you want to disappoint a woman, have her sleep with me. That's all, So, either way, there's so many options of why that happened. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.